How you guys doing? James here. Hope you're having a good day or good evening or whenever you get a chance to see this video. Well, I got an interesting trail of videos I'm going to kind of edit together, and starts with the cheating, but this time it's going to focus right back on the women, on what they want and what they choose. So I'm going to give you my commentary after this.
Hello, my friends. Yep, welcome back. Welcome. So, nice, quick, short one today. It's one of those subjects that keep coming up over and over and over again. So, I know a lot of you know that I do chat to people privately, and it's been growing. And I love you guys, not only for supporting me in this effort, but also taking advantage of somebody with a little bit more logical brain, common sense, that can help give you some advice. Now, I know I can't help all of you. But one thing is so frustrating is the lack of accountability on women. And we men, we know that. The thing is, you women pretend that you don't know that. But I know you know that. And the biggest lack of accountability is when you go out and cheat. And this is what I want to address today. Because the majority of the calls that are coming into me are from men complaining of a cheating wife, cheating girlfriend, suspicion that they're cheating. Either they're caught and they're now trying to repair the relationship, or they suspect something is going on and it's a big denial from the woman's side. And listen, guys, I am no saint. I've been there. I've done it. I know all the signs. I've done it all. Okay? Don't ever look at me as a freaking priest. I'm no damn priest. I was a rebel in my days. I'm just telling you that. Okay? And it has led to the destruction of some of the best relationships that I've had. So I know how this shit works. I'm talking to you from experience. Half a century is a long time, my friend. And there's not much that this old man hasn't gone through, I'm telling you right now. But I can tell you one thing about me. I can tell you all the tricks that women have used to trick men into thinking that they're innocent. Because I have been that guy that have been with those women. I'm hearing the phone calls. Yeah, honey, I'm still at work. Yeah, honey, I'm still at the gym. I'll see you later. Oh, I've got to go to yoga tonight. I've heard them all. Every single one. I've been the guy sitting next to her, listening to this shit. I know how devious women are. So that brings us to this one video that I really need you guys to listen to, so that you can understand when a man is messed up mentally. Okay? There's a lot going on in this video that I want you guys to understand. This message is for the men. Yes, ladies, this message is for the men, for them to understand, if they are in this position, what they have to do. But, of course, if you've been here before, you know what I asked for. Give the old man a thumbs up. Like this video coming in, so that the algorithm can do its job. Send the video out to more and more people. Cool? And of course, listen, if you guys need any counseling, any problems at all, log in to askanolderman.com and book a session. Okay, it's very inexpensive. And of course, if you just want to ask me a quick question, bam, 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 I can send you back a quick voicemail. Go over to Instagram, send me a voice message, just so that I can respond to you quickly, so that we don't have to waste time typing. Cool? Alright. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into this video. Now, this video has been going around for a while. I debated whether I wanted to talk about it, but now it's come up again in a few other videos. And it's frustrating me because last night I spoke to a gentleman out of Atlanta who's been married a few times, have messed up on a few marriages. Smart guy, master's degree, great job, but he's a simp to women. And now he has a woman who he's talking to. He's not met her. She's in another country, in and now she's coming over. But they've been talking for about 3 months. But the attitude that she's been giving him as a single mother, right? The problem is he's justifying all of her bad behavior because she's made him feel that, hey, this is the way I am. And let me get into this a little bit. Gentlemen, if a woman says, oh, I have a temper, that's just the way I am. Rationally, if you don't have any emotional connection to the woman because you're listening over there, but your instincts will tell you that's not a good woman. But if you're involved with the woman and you're in love with that woman and you feel that she's a prize, you feel that she's the best thing that you can get, what are you going to do? Oh, she says she has a temper, but that's okay. All girls have a temper. No, that's not freaking normal. You all gotta cut that shit out. Do not justify a woman's bad behavior just because she admits to it. Oh, I've been a bad girl in the past. Red flag, dude. Just because she's telling you about it don't mean that she's not good. Oh, my baby daddy came over last week, but now he's gone. Huh? Oh, yeah, she told me about it. Who gives a shit if she told you about it? That's a red flag. But when men get in their emotion and they feel that they can't do any better,
right.
They justify her shitty ass behavior just because she tells him about it. Don't ever fall for that trap. Let's get into this video.
I cheated on my husband. I gave him a hall pass. But here's the reason why I did that. It's because I didn't want to take the responsibility of getting rid of all demons that I opened up my marriage to.
I gotta stop it. This is a serious, stupid thing that people in the black community do. Both men and women. They bring in these words like demon and God to justify their bad behavior. We have been so programmed by this crap from the church and to think that, oh, if I just say the word demon, the demons made me do it, that makes it okay.
Look at demon! Look, oral sex! Oral sex, demon! You see oral sex? Look, oral sex! Look! You oral sex! Use oral sex! Let that sperm of that man out! Out! You demon! Out! Let go!
Delivered me 2 Sundays back. Then a demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth. And then he came again and he slept with me last week, and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again, and since then my private part has been itching.
You've been itching?
Yes.
Hey! Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Speak! Who are you? Check! Who are you? Look at that demon! 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 Who are you? Who are you? Speak! Speak out! Who are you? Who are you?
Let me start right here. That is not the way you get deliverance. You say, come out in the name of Jesus. Come out. I command you in the name of Jesus to come out. You don't do that. You don't. This is dangerous.
Of course, the Christians in the comments went, oh, God bless you, girl. God bless you. As if God is up there responsible for you slipping and falling on a dick. Or a demon is responsible for that. You all have to stop this in the black community. Listen, this isn't only in America. This shit happens in the West Indies, the Caribbean as well. This idea that, oh, the reason I behave bad because the demons got me. Oh, the demons in me, it's in me. Now I see it in Africa where the demons got in this woman's banana. But the point is, stop it. Stop that shit. Your bad behavior isn't because of demons. It's because of you. That's called lack of accountability.
You demon can help you. Yeah. Come on from the private part. You in your private part. Demon in the private part. Watch what happens. Fire! 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 Come
King's grace, that's not the way deliverance goes.
Come on from the back! Go! 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 Go!
The demons made me do my demons. You're a hoe. What the hell does that have to do with a demon? Just say I'm a hoe. That's it, done. That any man can accept.
Sorry.
But hear how this whole thing plays out. I'm not gonna talk through the rest of this just so you can hear it. And I know some of you guys have heard this before, but you're gonna get my take on it.
And usually this is what people do when they cheat. They want their spouse to cheat on them back. So if you
Okay, I gotta stop again. That is bullshit. Usually when people cheat, they don't want to get caught. That's what most people do.
That's
They
true.
don't want
That's
to get
true.
caught.
That's
Most
true.
people who cheat don't go and freaking confess to their
Right.
husband. More than likely, I can tell you what happened in this case. The husband either got suspicious and she confessed, or he downright caught her in the act. That's the only reason her ass is out here doing this TikTok. The fact that she's doing it, that's a whole other story. I'm going to talk about that in the end. Okay, alright, I'm going to leave it alone now. Okay.
it would give them a reason to feel better in some way. But let me tell you, that's the wrong way to do it. It's the wrong way to go about it because at the end of the day, you make matters worse.
And even though I knew that that option was put forth in front of me, I knew that wasn't the right choice.
Yeah.
That's not the way that we try to rebuild a marriage. If you want to stay in a marriage that's still on a downfall and just ride it out downhill, that's up to you if you want to make that choice. But I was not about to make that same choice if I know I also have another option of getting back in the face of God, praying for my marriage, praying for my wife, and trying to do the things and correct the wrongs that we had that led us into that position.
This poor fool is falling into her trap and falling into the whole religious issue. It always blows my mind when the man is the religious one. He's the one that have God on his side, and the woman has the demons. The woman riding some dick, knees up by her ears, getting pounded, but he's on his knees praying to God. Tell me how that shit makes sense. Ah, God. We have to keep religion out of our nasty behavior as a black community. You know, some of the worst cheaters I've ever seen in my existence are the people coming out of the church. The holier than thou religious people. Those are the ones that are the worst. I've heard stories of women actually coming home, catching another church sister in her closet. The husband in the bathroom trying to freaking wash the scent off of him. And they both work in the same office. Not calling anybody out. They both work in the same office. The next day they go into the office and that church sister called the other one out, telling them, the whole office, what her sister did. Yeah. And when you go in their cubicle, every single spot on the cubicle is filled with God slogans. God loves you today. This God, cross over here, Jesus over here. Everything is God, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. The entire cubicle for these two women. Yet, she getting pounded by her sister's husband. I can tell you a lot more stories. Now, I grew up Catholic and Protestant.
I'm going to take you to the next one.
Let's add a little.
But check out
polish.
this one. What this woman
I
did
say,
to this
oh,
man.
now
And I
we
love
can
what he
sound
did to this one man did.
Hi team. I'm
Dating has never been a cheap thing,
Shout out to
especially
all
for
these
men in
people sharing.
America. And right now, ish is crazy. I talked to my homeboy who lives out in New York, and it's not uncommon to see a dinner bill be $200 to $300, and that's for a chick you meet on the first date who may not call you back ever again, and she's generally not even interested in you.
$200 or $300?
And there's a term for such ladies who will participate in such endeavors.
Ooh,
They
that's
are
not
called
right.
quote unquote dinner whores. Now, what is a dinner whore? A dinner whore is not a lady that goes out with a man, for any kind of sexual favors or anything like that. No, she only dates men for the experience of going to a restaurant that she would like to eat at, and then in exchange, she will let this man pay for it and use his resources, and then at best give him a hug. Basically, she's going out with a guy that she has absolutely no interest in, but at the same time, she's demanding that this man spends a lot of money at an expensive restaurant. And at the same time, if you're going to do that, which is a bad idea, fine. At least have the mitigated gall to at least pretend to be interested. At least be a good date. Be pleasant. Be fun to be around. Even if you're not interested in the man, and if you can let him know that up front, maybe it might turn into something that's respectable, or maybe you could, one day change your mind. I'm not sure. But in many cases, many men who are going out on these dates with these ladies are just experiencing complete disrespect from the first word go. I mean, they want to treat you like trash, one-word response to the text messages, make you wait out there for them, and then demand to spend your money so they can go back home, and then booty clapping sounds. Then give the cheeks up to somebody who won't even spend $1 on their dinner. But such a case happened here on social media, and with a young black woman who was trying to play this on, it seems like, a Middle Eastern man or an Indian man, but it didn't end too well with her. Let's check out the clip and then we'll come back.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. You're not this phone. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you? You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it. Even from them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. We're going to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So,
yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
what did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay. I can respect that. Okay. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not there
yet.
Okay. And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
Nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well,
You see why some women are
look at my plan,
single?
Where we were gonna go.
See, now that's where we should have went already. Right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 a.m. At 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in a relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing. Which I'm still willing to do. I would have been. But, if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot. I'm waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, equivalent to that? You don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing.
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for dinner. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm up.
So, you just want to call it a night? Isn't there some kind of compromise?
Performance
Yeah.
efficiency and harmony engineering.
He gave him the attitude.
Crafted for responsiveness.
Isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
If
I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go through the rest of the day.
Well, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already said them, and you broke
That's
them.
right.
So
That's right.
I'm
That's
sorry.
right. That's right.
Alright, whatever. Well, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. I understand where you're coming from.
So firstly, let me talk about
Now watch this next video. This is going to happen.
So y'all want to hear how I fought with a good man? So 2 years ago, I was dating before I had my second child. I was dating 2 guys. It wasn't even dating. Well, yeah, you could say that. So I just couldn't make time for the first guy. And he was a good man. He's in the medical field, no kids, single. He was a good man, but our work schedules was so messed up. But then I met my baby daddy, and we worked together. He was my work husband.
Need to leave that dope alone.
He
need to leave that dope alone.
He started off as my work husband. Then I kind of strayed away from the first guy and started really focusing on my baby daddy, thinking I found my Prince Charming. That was one goofball mistake. Fast forward to now, he's getting married, and he's a good man. He's a good man, great provider, great and then here's me, being a single mother of 2. hurting for certain, hurting for mother certain, being this independent. You know, I'm a survivor. You know what? Just put a red nose on me and call me King Ronald McDonald, King Goofball of the motherfucking century. All because I thought I found my husband and my second baby daddy. Goofy, goof motherfucking eat, goofball. Who's a goofy? He was a goofy. I unfriended him. When I saw that whole big proposal, I unfriended him and took him off my page. Who's a mad bitch? Mad bitch alert, mad bitch alert. Females fumble good men, and I fumbled him.
You see, this doesn't happen to the average guy, right? The average guy finds a good woman and he latches onto her, he provides, he protects, he does everything, because the average guy doesn't have infinite options like the average woman does, right? The average guy would just be happy to have a woman who sexes him daily or every other day, who treats him with respect. He doesn't have to have a dime piece, but some women are always looking for the next better option, the next newer model, things of that nature. You heard her with your own ears. She said she loved a good man, right? That is crazy to me. Like, most dudes are not leaving a good woman. The Chads and Tyrones, the guys who are running through majority of women, they will, because they have so many options and they get option overloaded. And that's how the average woman walks around. I'm serious. Most men are not capable of even getting noticed by women. So it just shows you that when they're left to their own devices, they almost always self-destruct, bro, and end up like this. They had good men in friend zones, and he should have been the one that they was with, but they were chasing the bad guy. The story is just repetitive.
I hope you have a baby.
Every part of you is connected, so the way you care for your health should be too. Whether you need...
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
It's true. I was telling people the other day, man, talk about they met their soulmate. How do you know you met your soulmate? You've never been to Brazil, bro. Like, you ain't traveled the world, you don't know nothing.
Let me tell you something, yeah? If you've never in your life drove a car, gone past 25 bus stops and seen 10 waiting at a bus stop, go to Brazil, bro.
And I took the easy way out, which was, okay, what's the next? Because there's always going to be, you know, dicks, you feel? Because like oxy makes you forget about the pain from your last relationship, and you just need more oxys, you feel? When you do that a lot, it really fucks up your mind, because those men, 9 out of 10 don't really give a fuck about you. And when you meet a nice man, you wouldn't even realize, oh, like, this is real love, and you will fuck that up too.
Until the end of time. Now look, she didn't say nothing that us men didn't already know, bro. We already know that these women ain't gonna do nothing but get ran through by that guy and this guy, and every time that this guy doesn't commit or he plays her, he takes a little bit of her with him, and she can never get that back. And that's why most of the time they're damaged goods for any guy, and the only guy who will put up with them is the desperate average guy who's just longing for female validation and attention, man. He just wants to be loved, and that's when stuff goes wrong. Those guys are not prepared to deal with that type of woman, and they don't even know it. They're just so happy that a woman finally is noticing them.
Would you rather date a 50-year-old man that's not really attracted to you, but he's wealthy, or somebody your age that's grinding towards their goal, but right now they're not financially stable?
A 50-year-old right now.
It's an evil world we live in.
Because he can support my lifestyle that I want.
So, like, you don't really care about the guy that's, like, working towards his goal?
I don't care about looks. I care about money. If you're broke, there's no chance. I don't care how good you look. I don't care how old you are. If you're broke, don't even think about approaching me.
Man, who the fuck you think you talking?
Hello? No. If you're ugly and you have money, you have money. That's all that matters. Money rules the world. Money, money, money. I need money. We all need money to survive.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
And my man, thank you to my man. And my man, thank you to my man.
So let me show you the subconscious power of this device. What if I were to hold my phone while I'm giving this presentation? I'm not checking it, it's not buzzing, it's not beeping. I'm simply holding it. Do you feel like you're the most important thing to me right now?
No, you do not. And this is an artificial environment. Now think about how often this phone is out while we're talking to other people. Hey boss, can I talk to you? Sure, what's on your mind? As opposed to, sure, what's on your mind? We go out for dinner or lunch with our family and our friends. We have meetings and we put the phone on the table, which sends a subconscious message to everybody else in the room that this is not that important to me. You're not that important to me. And by the way, putting your phone upside down is not more polite. This is my favorite one, where the phone rings in the middle of a dinner, in the middle of a lunch, in the middle of a meeting, and somebody goes, I'm not going to answer it. Oh my God,
I'm not going to say too much about this because it goes without being said, bro. Listen, the phone's down if you're on a date or something like that. That's so disrespectful, bro. Yo, I remember I was trying to get a auto loan refinance or whatever because my interest rate was not ideal, and I remember that the guy that I was talking to was on his phone almost the entire time talking to me while looking at his phone. And I looked at the phone, the motherfucker was strolling Instagram. I felt so disrespected. I told him that I was gonna come right back, and I didn't.
I tell you one thing you can do that will blow his mind.
What's your terminology?
There he is, disrespectful.
Ladies, when he's in the shower, go in the shower, get in the shower, and wash his black.
Here at the Y, we're reps that you put in.
And wash his black.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Will and Jada. This is Will and Jada. They still together at that time in 2010. (2015), 2019, 2022.
Even from the beginning, if you look at this video, that's not a woman who's really infatuated with her man, and I would have never married her personally. I know when a woman is deeply in love, right? You can tell, man, she can't get enough of this guy, and that was never the case with Jada and Will, man.
Nope.
He married the wrong girl. Let's keep it real, man.
Why are you crying?
I was on your computer and I found a file that says my documents. And I don't understand why it doesn't say our documents.
You're serious?
Why is it not us? Us documents.
Alright, have a great night. It was such a fun time today. What the? It's okay. Yeah, no, you're good. It's just, I'll use this later to bake a cake. Bring it in. Get home safely. What the? What the f is this? Are you a powdered donut? Alright, take care. It was nice meeting you.
Damn.
Good? Is your makeup? Yeah, no, honestly, just maybe a little less next time. Take care. Maybe I'll see you next time. What the? Bro, I knew you were dusty, but not this damn dusty. What you dusty at? So, maybe tomorrow again? Alright. Bye. Matter of fact, cancel that. Cuz, what the f? All this makeup for what? I had such a good time with you. Of course. Yeah, I wish you could watch it. What the f? Is it snowing now? No, it's just your fucking makeup? Ain't no way. What the f?
time with you. I'll see you maybe sometime next week, alright? Take care. Did you just mace me, bro? No, it's your makeup? Ain't no way. You had that much makeup on today?
Hey, bro, that's the most annoying thing ever, bro. I remember I was wearing a white t-shirt and this girl hugged me that I worked with, bro. Ruined my night, man. Her whole makeup stain was on my shirt right here, bro. I'm just like, God damn, if you know you got on 10 pounds of makeup, why would you hug somebody and press your face up against their shirt, bro? That's annoying. And then you still look like a circus clown, bro. Pissed me off, man.
I always took on like a mommy role. Like I wanted to take care of everybody. I wanted men that needed me. I felt like needed me in some aspect.
Yeah.
Like I want a man that needs me to do stuff for him. Like every time I dated a guy, I always became like the secretary. Like now, oh, do this for me, do that for me. As long as they took care of everything, I didn't really get. Okay, I'll do it.
Right.
I mean, I always worked. Don't get it twisted. Like I worked. I made my own money. I always came into situations with my own because that's what my father always taught me. Like make sure that you could do it for yourself, but make sure you get a man that could do it for you too. Right. So if shit hit the fan, then you good. And I'm glad he did teach me that because I had a situation like that. Shit hit the fan, I had nothing. Took care of everything. Shit hit the fan, he had nothing. I took care of everything. So I knew how to be in a codependent relationship. I do want to know in the comments though, like how that plays out for other girls, like who does have their fathers, who had their fathers in their life, whatever the case may be. Like some girls even they'll go based off how their mother is.
Carol Danvers,
Oh,
prodigal
my
child
God.
of the Milky Way.
Let's try this other one. Oh, here's another one.
Joseph, you're welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
What's up, guys? So, we've got another woman who thinks that she's special because she doesn't do coffee dates. I mean, this isn't new. We've done a couple of these on the channel. There are women out here who walk around thinking that women who go out on coffee dates and men who propose them are the lowest of low, brokest of broke, and they all kind of sound the same. They all kind of look alike. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
So one of my rules is I don't do coffee or drink dates. Now, I understand that some women like this or prefer this because it's a quick turnaround, 30 to 45 minutes. If you don't like him, you can get out of there. It works for some people. If you like it, I love it. This video is not for you. Keep scrolling.
Alrighty, guys, just given Los Angeles, you know, having lived here for a couple of years now, I can tell.
However, for me, as for me and my household, we're going to have higher standards. I'm talking to this guy, and I'm going to read it to you because we've been talking for a couple days, and he started talking about meeting up. So he said, we should get together over some pear and lychee cocktails soon. And I said, that's really sweet, but I prefer dinner. I like to get dressed up. Now, I always try to say it nicely because I don't want to be like, I don't accept drink dates. Like, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be, you can be nice about it, but I always just say I prefer dinner because I like to get dressed up.
Let's not forget how she just shit on every woman who accepts coffee dates as having low standards. Drink coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Let's keep listening.
And he said, I see. What type of places do you have in mind? So I sent him a list of places that I've been like wanting to try. All sorts of different budgets, okay? It ranges from like medium to a little bit higher, all different locations around the city so he can choose like what works for him, you know, timing and budget wise.
What is going on with dating now? You sent him a list of restaurants that you want to go to? Guys, imagine you're a guy who has a list of restaurants that you want to go to and try, and you don't have to pay for them. This is exactly the ideal situation you'd want, right? A situation where you can leverage men to go food tasting and eating at a bunch of spots that you think are worthy of your standards. Insane. And of course, guys, you know, it's coffee, so it's personal. Let's keep listening.
So I sent the list of places. He says, these places sound really nice. I think it'll be fun to get to know each other over some nicer dining options. Here it comes though. But I wanted to let you know up front that if we were to meet at one of those places, I'm comfortable splitting the check. I usually will do drinks or something on the simpler end for the first meetup to see if there's a connection first. So my thing is,
what's your thing?
I don't like the coffee or drink date because they're trying to audition you to see if you are worth an actual dinner.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And what's the problem with that?
This is the thing for me. Like, I know men.
Right.
The number one thing men are judging you off of is your looks, right?
when they see you, they meet you, they're gonna be like, okay, how beautiful is she? Is she put together? Do I find her attractive? Right? That's the number one thing. Your personality may come second, sure, but the first thing is how you look, right? So, with that in mind, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer costs $32.
Oh my gosh, not this bullshit again. I saw this on another video and decided to ignore it. I decided to ignore it. It was some chick, and I hope she's not about to do this, who was tallying up the cost of all the items she used to get ready before the date and justified that, right? The expenses on the makeup, on the weave, on the lashes, all the shit that men say, hey, you know, you don't have to go that hard at that, and probably really don't care about the way you do. And using that expense as a justification for not accepting the coffee date. As in, you must match the value of that. You know what else I'm not feeling, man? I don't like how she assumes it. Men just show up to dates and they're not taking care of themselves. Men who are out here bagging women are taking care of themselves. They are working on their presentation. They're dressing better. They take showers. They're using nice deodorant, right? They smell good. They're using cologne. I don't like that, because the truth is, men who are serious about improving themselves do invest in themselves. They use products like the sponsor of today's video, Tiege Henley. How do I know that Tiege Henley is the #1 skincare product for men? Well, because I tried them out for the first time, and they delivered. Listen, when Tiege Henley promised to uncomplicate my skincare routine, they came through, man. I use Tiege Henley every day, and I'm at the point now where I don't even have to think about it. They make it easy, especially with their instructional card that tells you what products to use and at what time. They didn't only promise to help me with my skin, which they did, but they also claimed that they had over 500 5-star reviews, and they...
I better be careful of that. Let's see. So, I should get to this one. This one is hilarious. This is going on with
what can disqualify you from getting a life
women
insurance
with women.
policy? With us, nothing. If you're a
Alright, the lesbian divorce rate is astronomically high, and the reasons why may shock you, so stick around. We gotta get into the reasons why, and it proves a lot of stuff that we say about women true in these neck of the woods of the internet. But let's get into it. Divorce rate, as you see right here, it says higher for lesbians than gay men. Oh, it's higher than everybody. It says right here, according to the data from the Office of National Statistics, in 2019, 56% of same-sex marriages were between women. So yes, the women are clicking up and getting married more. The divorce rate for lesbian was much higher than the 72% that is standing at right now in 2019. They actually got it down. They got it down. That's astonishing. It's at 78% that it was in 2016, 74 2017, 75 in 2018, eerily similar to the 80% of women file for divorce. Even when they get married to each other, they're filing, they're breaking it up at the same rate. No man involved. Divorce factors. This is the part that's going to be shocking to you. Look at what it's saying there. Feeling ignored in the marriage. Feeling ignored in the marriage. You know all that stuff that they say to men. You're not listening to me, and I don't feel that I'm being heard. Well, apparently y'all don't get heard around here. I don't want to hear each other either. Apparently that's the case of what's going on. Feeling ignored. The stuff that they charge us up with. Look at all this stuff. Unequal relationship. The number 2. Unequal, and I don't even know if these are in order from bad to worse, or from highest. That's interesting right there. They don't say. They should have numbered them. They should have put number 1, 2, 3, and 4, but now they just listed them. So we don't really know if that's the order. But either way, unequal relationship with one partner pulling the weight in the marriage. That's some of that, that stuff they say to us, I can do bad all by myself. Or I have to work and then I have to come home and still clean up and cook. So apparently, it's like they got studs on the couch. They got a stud on the couch and they're having the same problems. The stud is not pulling his weight, not getting up, going to work, drinking up all the kids' juice boxes. Same problems. Unequal relationship with one partner pulling the weight in the marriage. I guarantee, if you look at the reason that women claim that the reason that women divorce men is very similar. It's very similar. They say the same thing. They say the same thing. These are the big ones. These are the whammy bammies, big kahunas right here. Adultery and DV. I see it right there. Those are the big ones. Those are the ones that they charge men up with. The evil men, it's wow. So when y'all get together, the reason that y'all are separating at a nearly 80% rate is because of adult cheating and domestic violence. The thing that they say that men are the most just ruthlessly worst at. Men are just bad people. Like what we just put right there, those two, those are the reasons that some women give for why they started dating women to begin with. But those are a part of the top reasons why they divorce other women. But it wouldn't be fair if we didn't hear what some actual lesbians had to say about this. So let's go ahead and get that pulled on up.
Why is the divorce rate for lesbian couples so high? Same-sex marriage as a legal institution has been around for long enough that there are now long-term studies about the state of marriage among gay couples, and although the field of research is still new, there are some interesting trends. In most of these studies, lesbian couples divorce at a much higher rate than that of gay male couples, and in some studies, even divorce at higher rates than straight couples. And
No. If it's at 72, 75, in some cases 78%, as it was in, I believe, 2016, then no, it's not in some cases higher than straight couples. Like, no, the divorce rate among straight couples is around 50%. So she kind of smuggled in some fake news.
An ONS study in the UK shows that lesbian couples are 2.5 times more likely to divorce than gay male couples. An NIH study in the US found that 12% of lesbian couples who adopted children divorced compared to 2% of gay male couples and 8% of straight couples. In Norway, 53% of lesbian marriages in 2003 ended by 2018. But why is this happening? There are a few hypotheses. It could very well have to do with the stereotype that lesbian couples are quick to jump into committed relationships without really thinking if they are compatible with each other. It could also be that women generally have higher standards for relationships and are less likely to stay in unsatisfactory partnerships.
No. I heard enough. I'm going to play the rest of it, but no. You can't say that y'all are not, don't put up with unfair treatment or this or that or blah, blah, blah. It's nothing but women there. So you don't get to be the victim in this equation.
You see?
That's the interesting thing. That's part of the reason why I find it even interesting enough to cover this, because this is a situation where a woman does not get to play the evil man victim, men bad, women good card. It's nothing but women involved.
Right.
So you don't get to make that argument that y'all don't put up with unsavory behavior when it's nothing but women involved, which means y'all are dishing out the unsavory behavior, which means you don't get to be the victim, and that dispels the idea and the notion of you being the victim in a relationship with men when y'all get in a relationship with each other and y'all victimize each other all the same.
Women don't have the social pressures of straight women to stay in relationships where they have to tolerate bad behavior, such as infidelity or abuse or other issues that would not cause other couples to divorce.
So she's saying that there's that straight women are pressured into staying into it. I don't think that's true. How can that be true if they're filing for 80% of the divorces? And the lesbian divorce rate got up to 78%, which was eerily close to the 80% of divorces that women file. So where are these social pressures?
You know investing in your future is the right strategy, but where do you start?
Pressures.
Women in same-sex couples are also more likely to have children than men in same-sex couples. And
what does that got to do with anything? That just more likely to have children. That means you should be less likely to break up. That means that against all odds, y'all are breaking up with each other.
Exactly.
Y'all can't stand each other either. Y'all got with each other and y'all driving each other crazy, and y'all don't care. Y'all break up a family all the same. That's like, say what it is.
in women in general initiate divorce more frequently. Some cultural critics also bring up the idea that marriage as an institution never really favored women to begin with, so it's not hard to believe that women in same-sex couples would find the institution not satisfactory. It's going to be interesting.
Oh my goodness. You don't get to make that argument. You don't get to blame the evil patriarchy. You don't get to blame patriarchy when there isn't even a patriarch in the equation. You don't get to do that. You can't say that that's not, it doesn't serve women. Like, no, yes, it does. In a marriage, that's where women are the most protected, the most economically stable across the board. Like no, bad arguments.
You can see if these trends continue as same-sex marriage becomes more recognized worldwide.
Okay, I believe this woman is about to actually tell the truth. Let's hear this one.
Alright, I'll make this quick, because I've tried to do this take a few times. I'm extremely disillusioned. 72% of lesbian relationships end in divorce. It's much higher than our gay male counterparts, and it is much higher than the straight relationships. And while we can suppose a lot of things here as to why that is, the most concerning to me are the domestic violence statistics between women and the emotional abuse statistics between women. It's left me disillusioned, and I was already pretty disillusioned anyway, having exclusively been with women for the last 10-12 years of my life, having been married and divorced to a woman. I already was pretty disillusioned. But looking at the statistics and the fact that they match my own experiences and validate my own experiences with women, I'm just going to leave that there. Happy to be single. Yeah.
Well, damn. Did she just go link towel? Lesbians going their own way?
Have you heard the great
Damn.
news? You can receive
God
a free
got jokes.
iPhone or Samsung Galaxy plus free unlimited monthly data, talk and
Hey,
text on the
people
largest
lesbians
5G
getting
network on Airtel Wireless through the Lifeline.
He wasn't exciting and he was boring. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Project Mate.
Hold on. Just a little bit of her last one.
Well, this is what it is. And again, I hope that it inspires young ladies, as a lot of women of today are projects. Men that we have to build. Men that we have to lead and teach. Right? Because on some level, a lot of women want to be able to control the men that they are with. So we don't go after the men that we know are already men, right? He's already self-sufficient. He already has a good idea of his life path. He's already ambitious. He's already a leader, a thinker. He's already somebody that is productive. We don't want to go after him because, again, there's no thrill or excitement in changing him. Right? I don't get to have my ego stroked by being able to say that I made him become the man that he is today. But that project of a man, oh yeah, I get to have bragging rights over him once I make him into the proper husband. I get to have bragging rights over him when I get to make him into a stand-up father. Keep the game and follow your little big sister for a second. This is what we do as women of today. Our type is project. How can I mold him and create him into what I want him to be? If he's already established and already made, he's probably already stuck in his ways. He already has a good idea of what he's looking for. He's probably not going to be able to bend to my will and get on with my program because he already has his own set into motion. So yeah, I'll go over here with this type, aka the project, the Build-A-Bear, right? Y'all like the video? It's some real talk. I may ruffle some feathers, but it is what it is. You gotta be real,
So
right?
give you the mind of a woman.
And then when our project Build-A-Bear Man fails, now we want to complain. You had a choice to go and get and build with a already established man. A man that could have helped you. A man that would not mind picking up his end of the bargain. But we don't do that, do we? Too many of us want to have the excitement and the thrill of turning a project male into a man, and then having it in the back of our minds that I'll always have a real quality man that I know I should have been with in the first place to fall back on if all thus fails. But men ain't doing that no more, baby. We used to bank on that. Oh yeah, well it's more exciting with the project male, turning him into a man, and then ultimately being able to mold him into what I want him to be and have bragging rights over him, because again, I was the one who changed him. So I'll go and get with him, and then if it doesn't work out, I mean, I'll always have this man over here to step up to the plate and be, you know, the husband I always wanted my project to be the father that I always want my project to be, and then I'll live happily ever after. But again, no, baby, not happening anymore. Men are not taking on the load of sacrificing, investing into projects. That's the catch to it all. We ultimately become the very projects that we try to embark on, right? Is that a catch? So yeah, men are like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sacrifice myself trying to clean up a mess I did not make. No, I'm not going to invest so much of myself into a project that is not really going to yield me much of a return. I'd rather not. I'd rather focus on myself or find a woman that did life right, that chose better, that did better. And again, I understand we all make mistakes and everything, but let's be real, you all. Again, when it comes to a lot of women of today, we make the conscious choices and decisions to get with males
Boom.
that we know better than to lay down with,
Boom.
procreate with,
Boom.
be with,
Boom.
love. Let's be honest.
Boom. Boom.
But for some superficial, surface level reason, we were like, oh, no, you know, this will be different. And then it's not.
Football players, we take a beating. You're thinking about smacking the running back.
But yeah, now you see, and that's why some women are single in America. That's why, because she's telling exactly, and I'm playing her video to take you in their mindset on how some women are in America and how they do it. And I myself, I seen them type of women come my way, met them off the chat line and everything, and trust me. And you really got to be careful as a man on what you select and the type of women. And like I said, women have the choice. That's why I said they have a choice what type of relationship. In that aspect of, you see how the way that woman used her booty, her beauty, and her breast to try to manipulate, because her ego got caught up into it. So that man who was in that one video took her back home. That's why I clapped, because a lot of women, because a lot of men who look at a woman like that, oh wow, queen goddess, and they get their head big. And see, there are and like I said, I can show you a video where there are women who are humbly, they're beautiful, but they're humble with it. And if you go to different places where there's more population of women, it's no big deal with some men. I mean, because they see beautiful women walking around like it's South America, but it's us up here. And then they have some of the women have a wife personality. They know what the nature of, and that's what the passport bros and all of them was trying to tell you. And it's something that American women and probably women like America, probably in Canada and other few places, they don't understand that. They got it backwards. Now they sit up there and say that. But you got to hear from a woman herself. And she's absolutely right. I just played a little bit of her video just to prove she's absolutely right. Men are not going to put up with that mess. You know, you just can't keep doing it. And I know I had a woman like try to do me like that. A couple of them tried to do me like that. And one have bold enough to tell me, I'm going to have you wrap around my finger. And even though I'm the most quietest, nicest, meekest, but I got a cojones and say, I'm out. Yeah, don't let this nice face fool you, baby. I've been through some stuff. And I left her. And here I was being a nice guy, dating her, courting her because she didn't really have no transportation to go to work. But I would take her to work and watch her child. That was not my child. This is what she's telling the truth. And this woman wasn't even, no, she wasn't even black. She was came from one of the islands, whatever. But she come up with that mindset. Oh, I'm gonna have wrap around my fingers. Well, guess what? I dumped her ass. See, everybody have a certain limit, whether you're a man or it's a woman. And you got some women that think just because a man is nice, and he just want peace. He just want cooperation. Yeah, there's some things that you're going to have a like disagreement with, but you got some women out here that don't. They just want to take it to a whole different extreme. And there's a lot of men like us ain't gonna put up with it. I don't care if it don't look like whatever we got, whatever with the man with the most or with the man with the least. This is what we're trying to tell these women, but they don't want to listen. Then they left looking stupid. So a lot of time you see some women who are very attractive. Ask yourself, man, what's up with that? Because you say, wow, she's beautiful, and they know this stuff. They get caught up in their own body because they get seek validation from other women. Oh, you girl, and you might get some attention from different walks of life of men, and you use that for your advantage. And then you take on an alpha female to male spirit, and that's something that even when you say men ain't with the crap. Even when you go to another woman, then other women who it was borderline because that's that feminism crossing over into lesbianism, crossing over and even working out. So even among other women who have a masculine personality, one of you will have to be masculine. That's just the way it is. And you know the kind of masculine, even the ones that kind of hold down the breast and take on a male demeanor. They don't even want to deal with you. The one that got that, they got that walking and yo, calm down. Okay, Teresa. They don't even want to deal with you. That's something that women don't want to deal with other women. And they get married and they got the highest. They're straight couples. Ah, Jesus. Man, God got a sense of humor. But you want it that way. You wanted equal rights. So now you're going to get divorced like equal rights. That's what regarding gay marriage goes along with gay divorce. Yeah, benefits and everything. So hey, you want to be equal. You got to pay the price. Even with another person of the same sex. The same sex. See, well, I'm laughing because what the devil done, God turned it around on these people. It turned around for them. And so that's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. They try, like they try to justify what's more than a straight couple. No, it ain't. But no, it's funny about that one. But yeah, but now you see what type of personality of women, why some men have to go halfway around the world, or some men just get discouraged and don't want to deal with women at all because like dang, and they just gotta focus on themselves because like wow man, you see what's out here. Like you have to really see what as a man what kind of personality what we gotta deal with and what we have to invest in our time, energy, resources, and everything else because it takes two to make a relationship. And these big ego-headed women don't understand that. It takes two to make a relationship. So, hey, it is what it is. But when you go to her channel, she was telling about a woman who now, she talk about dating other women. She's a single mother talking about dating single mothers. Cause she can't wait. No man. Oh Jesus! You can't make this stuff up, man. No, the last video, yeah, she is a woman. If men ain't gonna step up, I gotta start dating other women who are single women. Now you just saw if it turns into a relationship of women, single women with children, single women with children, you know it's gonna build up into a relationship, right? Right. So now it's gonna be complication with that. You see, everywhere they go, they want to step out the matriarch. Everywhere they go, what they do is that they don't want to humble themselves down. They don't want to humble themselves, man. They don't want to humble themselves. And a lot of these women got egos. They got a big narcissistic ego about themselves. And their mama been like that, their grandma, aunt, somebody. And that's why if they would have looked at the example, they would have seen some. That's why auntie or great grandma didn't get married. Because she was too busy being controlling. No man didn't want to take her up. So they get the mask and they don't know how to release it and let the good God Almighty shift them back into the fender road. I got this. I can do what I want, and so it's like okay, men are backed up. It's okay. See, and remember all them songs from the '90s and stuff, and from the '80s. Yeah, we don't want no scrub. God can't do nothing to me. Hey, you want a roughneck and everything else. Now it's coming back to hit them 30, 40 years later. Everything they did. You want the bad boy? Now you see what the bad boy left you with. Now, and they said now you want another man. Now you want the cleanup man to come in after the bad boy that ran through you. Nope, them days are over. The men are waking up, and I don't blame. I be saying, wait, I ain't coming behind no Tyrone and no Pookie, no Ray Ray. And then you be playing guys like myself. Oh heck no! You go with your Pookie and Ray Ray. Make him pay that child support. When he get out, get a job. He need to hustle. Cause he gotta make that fast money. You know that fast money, right? Isn't that what you wanted? Yeah, even though you're gonna get some gunplay coming at you, maybe cops putting MR-16 in your face, but hey, at least y'all know how to keep it real, right? Right, but you gotta make that money, right? You know, or some cops come kicking down your door. Yeah, go keep meeting up with him. Then you end up going to prison with other women. Oh yeah, I see how that's gonna play out. And then your kids, then you have children. Now they're gonna be hurt and confused. But no, but you want to live that life. But it's because it's exciting. Hey, if he broke, you better make that money. Watch what you say, because what you say can come back on you. So alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and man, hey, to the men that able to travel, salute you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. And to the men that are able and the ones that are trying, I salute you. Now these women start to wake up. Now they start to see men ain't gonna put up with their crap, just like she said. So, ladies, to the women who got that mindset, not her, but the ones who got the other mindset, like that one in that car, your time is up. So hey, either you get with some sense, or you're gonna be alone. And many people try to tell you. Even that the one guy, Lex Kevin, try to tell you this, but you didn't want to listen. You wished him into his ground. Then you celebrated. Now you see more women are single. Because your choice, your words, you're trying to put some man on display like she did, and made herself look like a fool, trying to out him. Beautiful women like me. And ain't working no more. You better wake your behind up. Men ain't falling for that crap. Alright then. Till next time, you guys take care, take it easy, and keep standing your ground. Be blessed.